Hi there, friends. It's Haley, the High Heel Housewife, and I'm just making a short video on a couple things. Things that I wish somebody would have told me when I first started my event design business, and a couple things that I've learned just the hard way and just by doing the same thing over and over and over again and finding out a good rhythm and a good method to setting up weddings and baby showers and birthday parties and every event you can put your brain around. I have set up or executed a lot of corporate events, a lot of big fundraiser events, little tiny events, all the things. I've been an event designer and wedding planner for 25 years. I started on the Oregon coast in the year 2000. If you're a Saturday Night Live fan, you'll get the reference. And I was the only wedding designer, event planner, anything of the sort from Eureka, California down here up to Coos Bay, Oregon. And I also went into Medford, Oregon. So I was doing this big triangle, and I had a converted UPS van that I drove up and down the Oregon coast with all my wedding crap in it. And I was also a florist, and I had a florist shop at the time as well. So I was doing a lot of stuff, and I had 4 kids, which was dumb. We'll just say dumb. Like, why would you do that with 4 little kids? Like my 2 youngest went to the florist shop with me because they were in preschool. They were like 3 and 4, and the other 2 were in elementary school at least. So my 2 youngest remember, well, they don't remember. They look at pictures and they think, I think I remember. They had to deliver flowers with me all around the Oregon coast. I would just do my flowers and go deliver them because I was hooked up to FTD and what was the other one? 1-800-Flowers or something like that. Anyway, so this was a long time ago. But when I first got asked to do a wedding, just help set it up, it was an outside wedding literally on the cliff overlooking the water on the Oregon coast. So there wasn't a lot to do. And I knew I could decorate. I had my interior design, by then, because I got that in Ireland in 1997 to 99. Anywho's, so I knew I could decorate, and I had been doing store merchandising, and I could do flowers. So doing that, just setting it up with a table, the cake table, and the arch right overlooking the cliff on the water, like I could do those things, right? Then the second event, wedding I got asked to do was a full-on actual wedding with like 300 people. And you guys, I had no idea what to do. I didn't know anything about weddings, nothing. I was raised Mormon. The only thing I knew about weddings is going to the temple, and then you would go to the church and have a really cheesy reception in the gymnasium up the church. Okay, that's what Mormons do. Very fancy. That's what they did. Some of them still do that. Anyway, so I had no idea about bridesmaids, about groomsmen. I didn't know that they sat on, or they were on other sides of the bride. I didn't know what side the bride stood down. I didn't know anything. And I was really embarrassed because I pretended like I did. And I didn't know. I didn't do anything. I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, I can make it pretty. That's fine. So, long story short, after I embarrassed myself and didn't know what I was doing, this book came out. If you've seen my other videos, you know I always talk about this baby because this is the book, this Martha Stewart book. It changed everything for me. And this was the only source of information that I had, this and her magazines. All right, so I had to study what to do in weddings and what it was like and how to set it up and how to have seating charts and what all the things, all the ins and outs. So this book taught me everything. And you can see I still have client notes, you guys, from 20 years ago. This is like an archaic museum piece. So I learned everything I know about weddings from Martha Stewart. All right. So something I have learned from studying Martha and then doing other events, just doing and doing and doing, was to create a vision board of what you want. Now, back in the day, we had to buy magazines and we had to cut out the pictures in the magazines and we had to paste them onto an actual board, like a presentation board. And then that's what you presented the client or the bride or whoever. And so it was literally cutting out magazines. So when Pinterest came around, man, that was a game changer. Like, I'm like, oh, you could just have a picture and put it in a folder? Wow. So now that is my number one tool, is Pinterest. And before I talk to anybody, like, it's like, hey, are you available for this event on this day? I ask 2 questions. Do you have a venue and do you have the date? Because I'm not going to talk to you if you don't have a venue booked. And someone's house can be the venue. I mean, it doesn't matter. You just need a location where you're going to do this. And I can help find a place if they haven't got that far. But I'm not going to do any real work until they have a date and a venue, like, solidified. And then my third thing is like, okay, what is your vibe? What is your vision? Send me your Pinterest board. Now, some people don't even have that. Like, just recently, I did a really cute baby shower, super cute. And I said, okay, what are you kind of thinking for the vibe? Oh, pink. Okay. Are you thinking like really sophisticated, really clean lines, really modern? Are you thinking pink and, roses and romantic? Or can you give me a little more information? And she didn't know. She's like, I don't know. She didn't know how to say the words or the vision or what she did. I said, can you send me a picture of like the invitation or the dress or anything regarding this bridal shower? And she said, oh yeah, I have the invitation. I guess wildflower is the theme. Okay, so it's not really pink. It's more pink wildflower, right? So she sent me the invitation. I had to really narrow this down. I'm like, what am I doing? Like a country wildflower, a boho wildflower. What are we kind of doing? So then I had to go and find pictures on Pinterest and I start shooting them to her. I'm like, do you think this works? I could do more, wood elements. I could do more, linen elements was one of the thing. And, so I created the Pinterest board for this girl that was hosting the shower. And she said, yes, that's perfect. That's super cute. The girl likes natural wildflower and in pink tones. Okay, so then I went to work and I had to go through all my inventory and I collect all the things in my storage unit and my cargo trailer and my house that kind of had that vibe. And that's how I built that one. So now Pinterest boards, that is my number one tool, is getting the vibe and sticking to a vibe. You don't want to go some of this and some of this and then some of this and a little bit of this and some of this. Nah. And you're going to keep everything condensed into one area. Like the food area is usually where I set up everything for a shower or a baby shower or a smaller boutique type event, right? You want to make an impact in one area. It's called the focal point. It's called the wow factor. And so you don't put one decoration here, one decoration here, one decoration here, and one decoration here. That dilutes the whole vision. But what you're going to do is bring it all the things together, and you're going to make one bam, like that. And that's your wow factor. All right, so then that's your theme. That's how you're going to decorate. I mean, you can still have your cute little backdrop for your photos, and you can have the gift table with some decor on it and a little, you can have a couple other little things, but your wow factor and your focal point, that's usually centered around the food when I do things. So, because who doesn't love good food in a wedding shower? And we don't just put the food on trays and lay them flat. No, no, no. You don't just put flat things on a table. You use risers. You use height in the back. You create impact and drama. Height, depth, trickle down, waterfall. So those are just a few things I learned, from Martha. And just doing things over and over again, and then learning how to photograph those things too, so that you can have photographs for your next clients to see. All right. Okay. That is all I have today. I am almost done with my ebook, and I have an e-guide. So I'm kind of doing two things simultaneously. I have my course that you can sign up for. It's called The Art of Event Decorating, and my little ebook and e-guide. I'll be sending those out free. True story. Freebie. So if you are seeing this and if you want to comment in the comments, free course or free guide, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it is what it is, but I would be happy to message you back and get you on that, because it is February right now, and that's going to be done in March. I mean, I have it 90% done. It's the formatting. Formatting is a pain in the ass. Oh, I shouldn't say that on my videos, but I just did. But anyway, all right. Let me know. Make a comment in the comments if you would like the free course. Like and subscribe. Do all the things. Okay. Have an awesome day and happy decorating.